Previously on Mindful. Hey guys, thank you for watching Mindful. We're back with another episode, and this is episode 2 for today. I'm so glad you guys came back to join me on this soulful adventure. So far we reached over like 80 something views already. So congratulations, thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate you guys. So what we're going to get into today is we're going to talk more about the Delta variant. We're going to get into the vaccine shots, and we're also going to talk about stock markets and will there be a lockdown? So we're going to get into that, you guys. We're going to get all into that. So like before, we always going to have to light a candle. So as you notice today, the candle is white. We're going to light a white candle. But I'm going to get into a depth on why we have to light a white candle and what's the power in a white candle. Remember, the focus is not going to be on me. The focus is going to be on you. It's going to be with your mind, body, and spirit, the soul. Okay? So let's get into it, you guys. It's going to be a great, interesting topic today, a great day. So, I can't wait for you guys to hear what I got to say. So, with the candle, this is what we're going to do for today. Whenever you wake up in the morning, you should always light a white candle. Whenever you light the white candle, what's going to happen is you're going to, pray. I want you to pray like we always usually pray, So for you guys who don't know, I want you to go ahead and bow your heads. I'm not going to light the candle this time, but we're going to go into prayer. And we're going to talk about how to pray the right way. So this is just something you want to do daily. Remember, prayer is really, really important. The word of spirit is so powerful. So I really, guys, want you to really be into prayer. Okay. So everybody bow your heads. Okay. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but do please deliver us from evil. For thine the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. Amen, amen, amen. All right, guys. You see how warm that is once you pray? It feels like a new energy. So dealing with the white candle, you're going to do that prayer every morning. You don't have to do it every morning. You can skip days. Remember, we're not being religious. Changes are going to happen. You're going to have some slip-ups. It's okay. We're human. We're not perfect. Nobody's perfect. We're destined to make mistakes. So I'm glad that you guys understand that. So now what we're going to get into what this white candle actually means and what's the power behind this white candle. So this is what I do. Whenever I want something really bad, I always ask God, just like everybody do. Usually when people ask for money, they wouldn't use a white candle. You can use a green candle. We use a green candle. But for this one, we're going to use a white candle. You're going to get a white piece of paper, okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to get this white piece of paper. What I want you to do is I want you to write on the corner of the paper what you want. There's 4 sides of the corner, but I want you to write on one corner what you want. So let's see. This is what I put. I put receive $300 by Monday. That's one of my favors to God. That's one of my requests to God that I want. Okay? So once you do that on the right corner of the paper, on the other side, you're going to write this. You're going to write Psalms chapter 5, verse 1. Give ear to my words, O Lord. Consider my meditation. Give ear to my words, O Lord. Consider my meditation. That's in Psalms 5, verse 1. You're going to write that on the other side. So what I want you to do next is I want you to fold the piece of paper. I want you to fold it, okay? Fold the piece of paper. Just like that, just fold it, make sure it's nice. I would say just like that, Then I want you to place it underneath the candle. I want you to get you a favorite oil that you love. Any favorite oil. It can be lavender, it can be chamomile, it can be eucalyptic oil, it can be any type of oil. So right now I'm going to use chamomile and lavender. Reason I chose this one because I love the scent. It has a real nice soft scent to it. So what you're going to do is you're going to open the oil, you're going to lift the candle up, place it in one of these. Like that. You're going to place the candle back in there. All right. And what you're going to do is you're basically going to burn the candle for 20 minutes. So let's get started. All right. There you have it. Let that burn for 20 minutes and God will show you your favor. He will basically bless you. All right. Now, last time when you guys were here, we were talking about the Delta variant, and we were talking about that how I figured that the Delta variant is in the food. Now, I know a lot of you guys don't understand where I was coming from when I said that. And, pardon me for not, really explaining it in detail very well, but I'm gonna give you an example why I believe that the Delta variant is in the food. For one, I went to a restaurant the other day, and this restaurant was not one of your, I'm not gonna mention the restaurant's name, but this restaurant I went to, basically, I ordered some food, I ordered a burger. And the manager was real cool, the customer service was there. But one thing that I noticed is that the boss did not wash his hands. I saw him nobody's wearing gloves. I see them go in there, touching all on the burger, wrapping it up, touching the lettuce with their hands, laughing, ha ha ha, yeah, what's going on, yeah, and putting the burger on there, and then they just passed it up. That's where I was coming from when I was telling you that you need to check your food. Be mindful of what you eat, because that's the way the Delta variant is passing. There's so many people going out to these parties. There's so many people having a good time. They're forgetting cleanness. So always remember that. My suggestion to you guys is to buy your own food. Make your own food. This is the time where you have the time to make your own food. Now, going back to food, I want to go back to the sea moss I was mentioning last time. The sea moss I mentioned to you guys last time, just in case if you guys didn't know where to find it, there's a link below. So as you watch this video or once it ends, there's a link below. The lady name is Dr. Yo. She creates the sea moss. She, just call her up and, she'll help you out. Okay, so she's a real nice lady. So she'll help you guys out. Okay, so that's what we're going to talk about. So now we're going to get into the next thing. The next thing we're going to talk about is, will there be a lockdown? I know a lot of people have been asking me this, like, Gavin, do you know, is there going to be a lockdown? What do you think? The thing is, I know some of y'all are getting married. I know some of y'all are planning to get hitched. Y'all want to have a hot girl summer. I get it. Trust me, I do. I get it. Y'all want to have y'all fun. Y'all want to turn up, especially you guys. Y'all want to live y'all best life. But the thing is, we are in a pandemic. Okay, people, let's be real. We're in a pandemic. Okay? There's a time in life where you could just be patient. Just be patient. You got your whole life ahead of you. This is not going to be here forever. Okay? I'm going to get into details at the end of the video, and I'm going to tell you when it's leave. The thing is, if we go into another lockdown, there will be a lot of places that are not going to be making money, which leads me to talking about the stock market. By the time Taurus and Uranus retrograde leaves, there will be no more stock market. I know this is shocking for me to tell you guys, but there will not be no stock market. By the end of 2023, the stock market will no longer exist. Trust me, guys, I know what I'm talking about. So those of you who are saving money in stocks, you might want to take them out. You might want to take them out. The stock market and real estate has to crash. We are in a pandemic, people. Over 10 million people, at least in America, are not working. Okay? They are not working. What do you think is going to happen? It's going to be worse than 2008. I would not buy a car. I would not carry a car note. Today, I wouldn't even carry a mortgage. I would not buy a home today because the mortgage companies knew this was going to happen. That's why they always say when you watch TV, 0.0, 1.1 refinance, 1.9 refinance, do. That's why there are clearing homes for everybody right now. And some people couldn't even buy a home for 5 years ago. 5 years ago, people couldn't even buy one. You are not going to get stuck in a neighborhood or in a new complex nobody else moves in. If the stock market crashes, nobody can afford a home. You wind up in a new home for $7.5 thousand in a new community where they're trying to just fill them up, and all of a sudden you're in a community. What moves next door? What moves in next door? Homeless. Now you're not safe in this $7.5 thousand home. You're not safe. You don't feel safe. What is that, Marissa? What did you, credit cards? No. Don't pay off your credit cards. No, pay the minimum. I'm gonna tell you why. And pay the minimum. Don't pay your credit cards off. Pay the minimum. And call it a day. Because the credit cards are going to cancel. They're going to cancel people. Do not pay off your credit cards. Whatever you think you're going to pay, put that in the bank. Okay? Put that in the bank. Pay the minimum on your credit cards. For me, what I would do, I would keep one credit card for emergencies only. Everything else, pay the minimum. Seriously, Wall Street is built on credit debt. They're built on credit debt. If your bank wants $34 a month, give them $34. Just put it there. The rest of it, put it in the bank. Or put it on the side in your house or something like that. Okay? Do not pay your credit card off. The biggest problem with credit cards is not to buy. The biggest problem, stop using your credit card. Pay the minimum. This is going to go on till 2023. My prayer is for, just for y'all who want to know about student loans, my prayer is for Biden to cancel student debt. That's my prayer. I hope he do it, and I know he will. So we just gonna have to wait and see. But I have a gut feeling Biden's gonna cancel student debt. He has to. That's my prayer. Don't ask me about that. That's just me. That's just how I feel. I hope so. But like I said again, just pay the minimum on your credit card bills, okay? Don't do it because they're gonna cancel you. There's gonna be a whole government rollout, you guys, throughout the world, not just America. It's gonna be throughout the world, a whole government rollout. This vaccine will not work. It will not work. It will not work. It will not work. COVID is going to be here for a while. She is not going to leave like you want her to leave. Only when she eliminates industries. And that's why the vaccines cannot work. Because it needs to restructure industries. And that's is throughout the world. That's going to be throughout the world. COVID is going to restructure industries. This is an old system that we're living in. This old system has to die. It has to die. Everything about it, from the stock market to the way the educational system is, it has to be restructured. It has to die. It is what it is, you guys. So, that all being said, we're going to sit back and see what COVID does. And we're going to see what COVID doesn't like. And the COVID, from what I know, COVID don't like religion. COVID don't like the movies. I hate that. I hate to say that because but COVID don't like movies. It doesn't like the school system, the way it's set up. It doesn't like real estate. COVID doesn't like real estate. We are going to have to sit and see what COVID eliminates. And when it's going to be gone, it's going to leave the same way it arrived, mysteriously. There's going to be a lot of conflicting information dealing with traveling. Don't travel. Do travel. Take the vaccine. There's not going to be a worldwide lockdown. But I do see people leaving state to state. That's something I do see. I hear people saying, I need to leave my house or sell my house just in case the lockdown. It's like people are having a lot of anxiety. I see something's going to happen with one of the states dealing with contaminated water for some reason, or there's going to be some type of lockdown where when the water comes or when the water rises, people are then going to leave state to state. So you might think you have to worry about COVID. It's not going to be anything dealing with COVID. It's going to be something like a natural disaster. And I'm looking at this time span from the month of November. I honestly, to be honest with you guys, I see state to state things. I don't see a worldwide, lockdown. I'm gonna name some states that's gonna open your eyes who I see. All right. I tell you who I see. I see Texas. I see California. I don't know why, but I'm getting Saudi Arabia. I get Indiana. I get Indonesia. I get Kansas. I get Oregon. I get Florida. Miami. Miami I just heard Miami. Those are the states that I just listed are going to have a lockdown. They're going to have a lockdown. Watch. Y'all remember that winter storm we had? Remember the company Arcot? Arcot will get investigated. It has to be revamped. I think the state needs to find a way to take over. That's what's going to end up happening. I'm sorry for Greg Abbott, but you need to be voted out. You need to be voted out, sir. There's a lot of hidden secrets in Texas. They think we people are idiots. You all don't even question much. Y'all don't question anything here in Texas. You all just go with the flow. That's what y'all do here. Y'all go with the flow. As long as I'm not being bothered or I'm not being worried about, the wealthy don't care. As long as the wealthy stay wealthy, they're good. They're good. The poor don't care because they're just trying to maintain. The middle class is too busy trying to act like the wealthy. But they're really poor, living check to check. But they want to look like they're wealthy, buying Lamborghinis and Lexus and stuff. That's Texas for you. That's Texas for you. And the immigrants. Yeah, I'm talking to y'all. The immigrants. They just get through the gate. Y'all don't care enough about yourselves. Texas, the mentality of Texas needs to completely overhaul. Texas, we need to overhaul Greg Abbott. We need to. We all watched January 6th. And what January 6th was is people's karma. It's people's karma. We need to vote Greg out. Okay? He needs to go. Hot Wheels needs to leave. That's his name. That's his nickname. I call Trump Baby Hands, and I call Greg Hot Wheels. He needs to go. He needs to go. I'm sorry. He needs to go. I hope I didn't keep you people long today. I hope this video was very informative. That's really what I wanted to share with you guys for today. There's a lot of stuff going on. There's a lot of kids in Louisiana getting sick. I know you guys don't see it. I know you walk outside your house and you look around and you're like, I don't know what they're talking about. To be honest with you guys, that's why I saved this piece for the last video. This is what I want to say to you guys. Stop living in fear. The media feeds off of you living in fear. Okay? Everybody is just trying to make a buck. Everybody's just trying to make money. That's all it is. Start believing in God. Start believing in Jesus. That's the only ones you should fear. Don't fear no man. Don't fear no media. Walk in faith. Okay? If you can walk in faith, you'll be fine. Because the media is playing with your emotions right now. Everybody have common sense, right? You look outside, what do you see? What do you see? Walk in faith, not by sight. All right? There's a lot of things that are going to happen for the next few months. I see some floods coming. I don't know why. I do see some huge floods. I see water being pipes busted, contaminated water. And I believe that's why they're going to be bringing the fourth stimulus checks in. I see people leaving state to state, running away from all of this, trying to go to another state. But when the lockdown, there's going to be lockdowns in certain places. It's going to be real. Remember what I keep saying. 2021 is 2020's evil twin. It is what it is. Uranus, Taurus, retrograde. And if you're into astrology, we all know that Uranus, Taurus, retrograde will not end until 2023. The way it arrived is the way it's going to leave, mysteriously. That's the end of my video today, guys. I hope this was a good video. I hope it was very informative. I hope you got what you can out of this. Still, guys, if you haven't got your vaccine shots, make sure you go get them. Stay away from Johnson & Johnson and stay away from Moderna. That's just my take on it. You can take the Pfizer. Stay away from the other two. Something about Bill Gates I don't like. I don't know. It's something about that man. I think he's evil. I think Bill Gates is evil. I really do. That's another video. But you guys go out there, stay safe. Peace, love. God bless you. Godspeed. And God's will. All right? Stay strong, guys. Stay strong. We'll make it through this pandemic. Okay? Just keep your faith strong. You can make it. Eat healthy, eat right. Cook your own food. Please, people, cook your own food. If you don't know how, go to the library, go get a book. Stop going to clubs. Go educate yourselves. Go get things like that. Okay? God bless you. Peace, love, and good night.